Here is how we got to see the most beautiful sunrise. We decided to climb Japan's tallest mountain, Mt Fuji, because how hard could it be? Turns out very hard. We started at the 5th station where we bought hiking sticks to collect stamps at each station we passed. The trail we chose is the Yoshida Trail. We started climbing around 4 in the afternoon, but before we started climbing, we had to show our hut reservation at the entrance. The climb to the hut almost humbled us completely. Legs burning, altitude sickness kicking in, and questioning our life choices. But somehow we pushed through. We even made a friend along the way. I hope you find this video and I hope you made it down safely. We climbed the very last day of the season, so some of the stations were closed already and we couldn't collect as many stamps as we were hoping, but still managed to get some. 2.5 hours later, we finally made it to the 7th station where our hut is located. They provided food and showed us to our bunk. Once we finally got settled in the hut, it started pouring rain, like aggressively. The idea was to start climbing around 12:30 in the morning to be able to reach summit by sunrise. We waited a while to see if the rain will let off, but it was not stopping. At this point, multiple people have left already, so we decided to start climbing around 1 a.m. And that's when Mt Fuji turned the knob from rain to thunderstorm. The wind almost knocked me down, plus adding thunder and exhaustion almost made us call the rescue chopper. We took many stops along the way, but we kept going, one slow, painful step at a time. And then the sun started peeking through. Suddenly it was quiet, peaceful. It was the most beautiful thing I have ever seen, and I was filled with emotion. The sunrise healed me in many ways. Unfortunately, we did not make it to the summit for the sunrise due to the weather condition, but I wouldn't have it any other way. It was just the two of us watching the sunrise together. Now at this point, we decided to start making our way down the mountain instead of continuing to summit, since the climb down is another battle we'll be facing. The climb down was not as bad as going up, but it was still hard and we both almost fell. When we finally made it to the bottom, there were people doing interviews. So somehow after surviving Mt Fuji, we ended up on the local Japanese news.